Hello, guys! Welcome to another episode at The Hard Truth. And syempre, my guest today is Dr. Lillian Gee, a licensed psychologist, a board member of MTRCB, and a counselor in the Philippines, known for her work in trauma, relationships, and mental health. She has helped countless individuals, families, and survivors navigate emotional pain, healing, and recovery. Today, we are having an honest conversation about trauma, silence, family wounds, and how healing really begins. Syempre, let's welcome Dr. Lillian Gee.
Hello everyone. Talaga, I'm so happy to see you.
Oh,
So
or
happy
Dr.
to
Ali.
see you.
Pag kilala nyo na si Dr. Allen Gee, pwede nyo nang tawagin Dr. Ali. Pwede po
Oo.
ba?
Oo, yun, maski ano, okay na okay. Basta remember, friend mo, friend ko.
Wow! Nakakatuwa naman. You know, doctor, kasi everybody wants now, everybody talks about mental health online.
Nowadays. Oh.
Nowadays. And syempre, people are very, very sensitive.
Mhm.
And, you know, we want to start. Especially a
Oh,
question straight,
straight from the heart.
Straight from the heart, yes. So people see psychologists as strong all the time.
Mhm.
But you carry other people's pain every day.
Mhm.
Do you bring that emotional weight home with you?
Ang ganda, no? Being strong is something, everybody wanted to be, di ba? But again, I don't have the right to carry all of them with me when I go home after a session because it's not my story. It's their story to tell.
Mm-mm.
The weight is not so much on me because I have learned the skills on how to manage my emotions. But again, no, I don't bring them home because they stay in my center, and when I close the door, I close my notebook. That is where they will stay. In fact, my client don't have names on my notebook. They have only numbers because that is to keep their confidentiality.
That's nice.
Diba? So, no, I don't carry it with me. Being a psychologist doesn't make someone strong, ah.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't make you extra better, ah. It just let you learn the skills on how to cope and help others.
Ooh. Doctor, do you just learn better ways to carry what you hear without letting it break you?
Break me or not, I always have this thing. Before a client comes in, even if I don't know them, I just see their name and then read their form. In my heart, I just silently pray for them and pray for me as I go on. So it makes it not easier, but it makes it lighter and better. Maski anong problema, remember what comes in my therapy center, they might be coming in because they're just fighting with their better half. But as you go along, you will see a lot of things and, find out a lot of things that can really sometimes be scary.
You really uncover a lot of things talaga.
Yes.
A lot of people look okay on the outside, but are completely falling apart inside. How can you tell when someone is silently struggling?
Even if I'm a trained psychologist, I cannot say 100% kaya ko, okay?
Mm-mm.
But what I can say is for us to understand is for us to be kinder to others. Many times akala lang natin no na this person is being bitchy, no? But we don't know saan nanggagaling itong aggressiveness niya. We do not know saan nanggagaling itong palasagot niya. It's not that we always have to understand, but we just have to be kinder. Many times, you can just say, let it be.
Yeah.
Diba? If I extend kindness to you and you don't deserve it, well, that's you. Diba? But what is about me is I extend kindness and I feel good extending kindness. It's not about them. It's about you. When you extend kindness and understanding, bahala na sila if they don't.
At
diba?
least you've done your part.
Yes. And you help make the world a better place to live in. Diba?
Yun talaga yung pinaka-importante. Why do people keep saying I'm fine when they're clearly not? And what are they really afraid of?
I'm fine when they're not, right? It's not because they want to hide or to say I'm okay, but sometimes exposing that I am not okay, I am weak, something is wrong with me. If I am vulnerable, will you accept me? That's the question. Will you accept me if you find out how dirty I am inside? Diba? Will you accept me if I tell you I go into pornography or other things? That's why they are so afraid. That's why tinatago nila because they don't want to expose their weakness because people tend to blame, to judge, and to laugh at them. So that's why I always said, go back, be kinder.
And it's easier to have a facade.
Yes,
Para,
yes.
it's harder especially for us to
Mhm.
accept, comments. Minsan kasi mga tao talaga grabe mag-comment.
Ah,
Kukutsain ka na. Oo, I really understand that. Even for me as a normal
Mhm.
person, even though I have problems from day to day, I think
Mm.
everybody has
Mhm.
problems naman talaga. It's a lot easier to just pretend you're tough.
Mhm.
Para lang wala nang masabi yung mga
Oo.
tao, di ba?
Para maging okay na lahat. But again, if you do that, if you cover your emotions, mas hindi ka magiging okay. Mas mahihirapan ka. Tomorrow will be harder because you have to cover again. Pero para sa akin, it's so easy talaga na to tama sinabi mo, para wala na silang masabi. No? Pero para wala silang masabi, paano naman damdamin mo? Paano naman ang dinadala mo?
Hmm.
Tomorrow will be another day. Mas mabigat pa because you have to cover another layer. Diba? That's why I said nga, it's not that because many people want to hide, but because again, tama na banggit mo, tayo Filipino, we have a hard time accepting feedbacks. Diba? If you give feedback, even in the workplace, if you give feedbacks, kinikriticize ako nito, ito sinisiraan ako, ito walang,
Ang
pero sa
hangin nitong taong to.
ang yabang niya,
Yes.
kala niya siya ang magaling, di ba? Dapat yan. No, actually, feedbacks to me are good. In fact nga ako, i-bash niyo ako, gustong-gusto ko kasi that's where I learned how I learned to correct my mistakes. For example, during the COVID time, there was a group who approached me to do an online YouTube na counseling thing, okay? And of course, I'm Chinese, so I speak in English, but I have to do it in Tagalog. Believe it or not, baluktot ang aking mga Tagalog, di ba?
Yes.
So my bashers were so kind, criticizing me. Hindi siya marunong Tagalog, palpak Tagalog niya. I love it because from there, I started to learn.
Mm.
From them, I started to improve myself so that I will not be nakakahiya. Ngayon, nakakahiya pa rin ako, pero paminsan-minsan lang.
Ay.
Salamat sa mga bashers.
Yeah, so we
Diba?
have to be able to learn to accept
Mhm.
feedbacks to people. Because actually, the more you learn to accept feedbacks, the better you become as a person.
Yes, and you grow, 'di ba? We grow, we improve, 'di ba? We
Mm.
expand, okay na. Ngayon nagbabasa na ako ng Tagalog newspaper.
Ay,
Diba?
perfect. Eto naman. Is it true that some people confuse chaos with love? Because that's what they grew up with.
Mm. Ang sarap ng love life ko, no? Exciting, ang dami nangyayari, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
And believe it or not, may mga tao nagko-create talaga ng galaw-galaw sa kanilang relationship kasi
Yeah.
ayaw nila maging boring, no? Chaos is an absence of rules.
Mm.
'Di ba? If you don't have rules, everything will be topsy-turvy, chaotic, 'di ba? They think masarap ang love life ko kasi exciting kami, may adventure kami. Adventure ba araw-araw mag-away kayo? Adventure ba araw-araw magsisihan kayo? 'Di ba? Not because they wanted the adventure, they like the push. Na sarap ng ganyan, no? But again, they thought that having this kind of
Chaos.
situations
Mm.
or feelings are healthy when in fact it is not. Because who wants to be in a chaotic relationship? Ingat-ingat, baka iwanan kayo. 'Di
Pero
ba?
kasi sometimes, they come from a chaotic background,
Yes.
from their past relationship. So, it's what
Tama.
they know. Parang so ang hirap din pala no, no? Parang so kung ano yung nakasanayan mo, if you haven't healed as a person, you come back to the same thing.
Ang ganda. I like what you said. If you are not healed, you come back to the same thing. Sometimes, the victim, kung hindi siya na-heal, will grow and become the one victimizing other people. Or they will always have this feeling of, I'm a victim. Ayoko magsagot, natatakot ako nahihiya ako, hindi ko kaya Always the victim, okay?
Mm.
But another kind is, ako naman ngayon mabibiktima. Dati ganyan ako Dati ganyan ang pamilya namin, magulo maingay, nagbubugbugan magulang ko. Kaya dapat para maganda relationship natin, may bugbugan tayo.
Bububugin kita.
Bubugbugin kita. Magiging healthy bang yung relationship kung bugbugan
Oh
ng
my God.
bugbugan?
Yes.
Diba?
Mahirap yun talaga. No?
Yeah, because they think what is, again something might be healthy for them. Kasi yan, tama sinabi mo, they grew up with that kind of environment. Therefore, when they step out of the house, they think that is what is normal. When the truth is, syempre hindi normal araw-araw mag-away kayo. Okay lang na twice a week. Di ba?
Ay, ganon. Hindi naman may iwasan
Hindi,
yan.
hindi maiwasan ng disagreement. But how do
Yes.
you handle them? That's very important.
Why do victims of abuse or trauma often blame themselves instead of the person who hurt them?
Blame themselves? Yes. Not mostly blame themselves, but because they lost their right, their voice. Minsan, ang isang tao, pag they become victim, especially of abuse, they lost themselves inside that eh. Hindi ako yun. Diba? Nangyayari yun kasi dapat mangyari sa akin kasi hindi ako nakinig. Another thing is they do not know what is right or wrong. They do not know that they are wonderfully and beautifully created, thinking that they deserve always to be punished. No, nobody deserves that because we are all wonderfully and beautifully created. And that's something we have to educate the children in, di ba? That, you know, you are beautifully and wonderfully created. And not always tell them, ikaw kasi pinanganak ka, ganyan-ganyan. No, no, no. Let's do it the right way and the healthy way.
Yes, pero nakakaano yun, na, parang nakakapanghina, especially when I see people na sila na nga yung sinasaktan. Pero tinatanggap lang nila because they think that they deserve it. Parang nakakapanghina talaga yun. Na parang sometimes that's why it's nice to talk about mental health na no, it's time for you to step up na hindi pwedeng papayag ka lang, nasasaktan ka lang ng mga tao.
Maganda yung sinabi mo. It's time for you to step up. But nakakatakot mag-step up eh. How do I do that? I don't deserve it. Again, falling again into the mind of the victim. Maganda sinabi mo, it's time for you to step up. Di ba? Hindi tama ito. Ha? Nakakatakot. I will step up. Paano yun? Natatakot ako. Paano kung sabihin ko yan? Malalaman nila. Paano yung pamilya namin? Mapapahiya. Ano sasabihin ng kapitbahay? O, ano sasabihin?
That's
Yan.
true.
Stepping up is something they do not know. And instead of stepping up, as you had said,
Yeah.
because you're strong, sa kanila, it is something that they fall down. They slide back because nakakatakot. Something I do not know. Hindi ko kaya yan.
Yeah.
Yan. Victim.
Ang hirap din pala talaga. So why do many victims choose silence? Coming from the other question, why do many victims choose silence, hiding their pain instead of speaking up, even when that silence slowly destroys them?
The silence slowly destroys them. But what is worse is the toxic shame. The shame, if I speak up and speak out and step up, paano yung kahihiyan na idudulot niyan?
That's true.
Baka ako pa ang dahilan na naninira sa family namin. 'Di ba? Especially if it's a case wherein a terrible abuse that happens in the family, 'di ba? You know, they are so afraid to speak up and to speak out is because their voice to them doesn't matter.
That's
I
true.
am so little that they lost themselves as hindi na nila nakikita sarili nila. Kaya ang magsalita para for them to speak up is something that, wow, hindi ko kaya kasi maraming maapekto.
Parang for example, let's say, example is family, divorce. Minsan mas tatanggapin na lang nila na hayaan na lang natin.
Huwag na
Na
pag-usapan.
Huwag nang pag-usapan, huwag na natin isabihin sa ibang tao. Itago na lang natin kahit toxic sa bahay. Mas okay yun kaysa sabihin pa at magbigay ng comment yung mga ibang tao. Kasi talagang
Tama.
they'd rather choose silence. Pero that's still not good, di ba?
But that silence is a toxic shame silence.
That's true.
Kasi nabanggit mo, kaysa pag-usapan pa ng ibang tao, di ba? So wag na lang ako magsalita para hindi na pag-usapan ng mga tao. Pero paano ikaw? Paano ikaw na nakakaramdam? Hindi ba importante ang boses mo rin? Di ba? Sometimes sinasabi nila, when a woman, especially from an abusive relationship, would come up and step up and speak out, sasabihin nila, itong babae talaga, no? Kung nagkwento pa, hindi pa hindi pa naisip yung mapapahiya. But sometimes you need to step out and speak out. Kasi hindi mo pwede parating sabihin na, paano siya, paano ikaw? You always have to go back and ask yourself, paano ako? Kung hindi ako okay, paano ko mapapalaki itong mga anak ko? So every time you see your child, lalo na kung kamukha ng better half mo na binugbog ka, eh maiinis ka. And that's very wrong and unhealthy. So you better step up and
So it's-
speak out.
So even though it's difficult, do you suggest people, na especially in that kind of situation, na unahin muna yung sarili nila?
May sasabihin ako, yes, but only go to someone that is trustworthy, ah. Huwag ka lumabas at ikwento mo sa kamare mo na chismosa at dean ng Marites University.
Mm.
Choose someone you can trust, who can share that pain with you.
Mm.
There are so many good people out there. You can always ask for help. Importanteng mai-discuss, ilabas.
Mm.
Kasi walang iniba kung ay, sige nga, magluto tayo araw-araw ng bagoong at isara natin mga bintana natin. Ano mga amoy natin sa bahay natin? Amoy bagoong. But if we open up the windows and let fresh air comes in, mawawala yung amoy bagoong. Masarap pa iluto ulit. Di ba?
Wow,
Diba?
that's wow. Ang gandang example niya, nakakatuwa naman. Woo, 'di ba? Ito naman, why does it feel like mental health struggles, anxiety, depression, burnout are everywhere now, especially among young people?
Ah, well, depression, suicidal,
Mm.
anxiety, di ba? Lahat yan, bipolar, lahat yan. It's very common nowadays, not only with the youth, but with the old people. And as young as, children, as young as you can trace them to have bipolar at the age of 11, 12, meron na yung signs eh. Diba? Why are they around? Well, it has been around for a lot of years, but due to ignorance and people do not know about it, hindi nila nalalaman ano yan. For example, oh, you're so young. But people who are older, you can go and ask your grandmother, like me, my age, noong unang panahon, ang tinatawag natin sa mga matatanda na nagmumuni-muni, di ba?
Yes.
Nagkukulong-kulong sa kwarto, ayaw makipag-usap, ayaw kumain, namatay sa heartbreak, namatay sa kalungkutan. At that time, going back to my age,
Yeah.
hindi natin alam yung word na depressed. Diba?
Yes.
Namatay lang si Lolo dahil sa kalungkutan niya, dahil namatay si Lola. Namatay lang dahil nagkulong sa kwarto, hindi makakain dahil sa sobrang lungkot na miss niyang anak niya sa abroad. No, that can be depression. Pero at that time, depression has no face. Depression has no name. Kaya akala natin yung mga muni-muni nila is natural. But now that we learn, now that we know, especially about children, diba? Neurodivergent child. So we know more things and that educate us more. That's why we have to know, we have to be educated kasi doon natin makikita, ito pala, kailangan na pala ng tulong.
Doc, yung napapansin lang natin ngayon. So dati, syempre, pag may mga depression tayo at mga, pag nadidepress yung tao and may anxiety, they don't kill themselves. They
No.
kind of accept it. Pero now, there's a lot of suicidal younger people now. What is your comment about that?
Again, depression, may ano depression to? Manageable ba? O hindi? 'Di ba? Meron yan may mga level yan ng depression eh.
Mm.
I have depressed clients, but na-manage namin. Okay? Kasi ang kabataan ngayon, it's a go, go, go generation, di ba?
Yes.
Ayaw mo ibigay sa akin, mami, lalayas ako. Ayaw mo ibigay sa akin, mami, laslas ako. They feel they are entitled to everything. Which tama naman, they are entitled to it kasi yun mga magulang ng unang generation, ng magulang nila, they have to study, to work hard. Diba? So they can buy what they want.
Yes.
So therefore, ang mga magulang nila, gusto lahat maibigay naman sa anak nila. So mga anak nila, they feel they're entitled. For example, going to one day to fast food, I was not looking, hindi ako chismosa napatingin lang. I heard on the other table where we were ordering, sabi ng isang bata, "Mommy, where's my iPad?" Mo? iPad Ako nung cellphone ko, kung cellphone lang nung unang panahon, kailangan pa lumuhod at mag-aral na maayos, di ba?
Yes, oo.
And when I look around, I saw the child, wow, she's only 3 years old, iPad na. Di ba?
Yes.
So, minsan iisipin natin, it's what we as parents teach our children. Maganda magulang if you can practice delayed gratification. Honey, don't you worry. I'll give your iPad to you in 10 minutes. In the meantime, let's wash your hands first. Let's start to be like this.
Doc, that's a good no?
Delayed gratification. Teaching them.
Kasi I have a kid now. She's 7 years
Cute.
old. Thank you. So parang sa akin, napapansin ko din ngayon na parang dati binibigay ko lahat. But I realized since only child lang siya, realize na, wow, the more na tumatanda siya and the more I'm getting
Mm.
older also as a mother, grabe sobrang spoiled.
Mm.
That's true. Delayed gratification. Kasi iba na talaga yung mga kabataan ngayon.
Yeah.
The more you give them, the more you actually um, tolerate bad behavior.
The more they want more.
Is that true?
Yeah, the more for example, sabi daw ni mami kung di daw ako kumain, di niya ipapahiram sa akin ng iPad ko. Oh, pero mamaya iingayan ko, "Mommy, mommy, I want to have my iPad." Then the child will throw tantrums. Mommy comes home, tired from work. Okay na, bigay na natin. Inconsistency is your number one na kalaban. Because, we already have rules so that our home will not be chaotic. But we don't follow our rules. We just let it be. Kasi pagod ako, bigay mo na, Yaya, pagod na ako, bigay mo na, bigay mo na. Di ba? Kaya ng bata, then they know, I know. At the young age, alam ko, if I cry a lot, my mom will give it to me.
Because
Ah.
kids are very manipulative also.
Yes, they're very good.
Yes.
And okay, let me get it
Mm.
right. They are not manipulative.
Mm.
They know what to do, but they don't know that what they're doing is not healthy.
Yes.
All they know is this will work with my parents. Okay yan kay mami, umiyak ka ng malakas, lakasan mo pa, volume 8 yan, gawin mo volume 12. Alam nila if they do this, they can get what they want. Not knowing there is a word for that, manipulation po.
Yes,
Di
di ba
ba?
totoo?
Yeah.
Pero nakakatuwa lang, do you know that we are talking about this? So it is as parents na talagang trabaho natin, it's our responsibility na kahit mahirap, gawin natin yung delayed gratification.
Yes, yes. Maski kayo na bilhin agad. Excuse me, ma'am, we'll just come back for this in 10 days or in 1 week. Paano, mami, kung wala na? And then that's not for you really. Kasi if this is really for you, this will be here after 7 or 10 days.
That's so beautiful.
Then teaching them to wait, to understand, and the value of waiting.
Kasi when they actually, go to the real world, what they are doing at home, it's not gonna work.
Yes.
Iba
And
na.
mommy and daddy are not there.
Yes.
Diba?
So kailangan, as parents, I think, or syempre as family members, we have to prepare our kids or our family members to step into the real world, I think. Is that, what do you think, Doc?
Yes, that is our responsibility, di
Mm.
ba? Tayo din, when we went to the real world, we do not know what to expect. Di ba? A lot of people would ask me, Kali, what's the difference between bata noon at ngayon? Bakit ngayon ang hilig nila mag-suicide? Diba? They do self-harm too. Ang usong-uso din self-harm, okay?
Yes.
They used to do it like this on the hands. Now they don't. They do it in the body where the parents don't know. Alam ko yun. Anyway, why are children nowadays so easily doing these things, harmful things? Compared unang panahon ko, why? Mas resilient kami. Yes. Mas resilient ang mga bata nung unang panahon. Because we were taught the value of education. We were taught the value of work. You know, at the age of 15, I was in high school, I do tutoring. Kasi mataas ang grades ko eh.
Yes.
So I can do tutoring sa mga batang kailangan. So, teaching them responsibility, letting them not enjoy 100% ng childhood nila can also be helpful. Kasi hindi lahat fun. There are times you need to be responsible too.
Wow. Such a great insight talaga. Doc, do social media and constant comparison make trauma and insecurity worse, even for people who had normal childhoods?
Social media.
Yes, social media.
Wow, this is a very, very tough topic. A lot of parents would say, I don't let my children go to social media. Social media has no breath, no life. They don't have anything. It's an app that we use.
Yes.
Just like medicine, if a cough syrup is good enough for 1 tablespoon, don't take more than 1 tablespoon because that is abusing.
Yeah.
And if you abuse anything, that is where the harm will come in. Remember, it is social media that brings us together with our family, with our loved ones, that educate us as well. But if we do not use it properly and abuse the usage of social media, that is where the harm comes in. Now, comparing or not, sabi nila naman sa social media, bakit ganyan, mommy, tayo hindi ganyan? Because sometimes that attitude comes from the mother or the father. Okay? Bakit ang anak ni Tito, basketball, captain ball, ikaw hindi ka naman athletic?
Yes.
Di ba? The children don't have to go to social media to find out about that. But that is the behavior that the parents introduce at home,
Yes.
and the child picks it up. Now, if that's the behavior your child picks up, therefore the child will apply it to anything that he or she is. And part of them is social media. Diba? Now, if you will tell me, is it bad? Yes, social media is not good if you don't know how to use it the right way. But social media can be helpful. You can use it to teach your children. Now, anak, let's talk about when your child will tell you, Mom, Dad, what's suicide? Okay, let's try to find out what that is. Let's learn it together.
Yes.
Mr. Google, di ba?
Yes.
And then from there, PG, SPG, kayo na mag-explain. Di ba?
Mhm.
It can be helpful tool. We only have to use it the right way and not
Yes.
abuse it.
Ay, talking about social media, it's really such a big topic nowadays talaga.
Very
Kasi
popular, ha?
Very popular. Kasi they're like, wag ka mag-social media, masisira ulam mo dyan. And especially nowadays, the first country that legalized no social media for children is Australia.
Your country.
My country. It's so funny. So,
Yeah.
children, teenager under 15 years old cannot have any social media at all.
Mhm.
And people are having all this discussion na this is the right thing to do. Kasi,
Mhm.
kasi when I was younger, when I was 15 years old, I had no social media at all.
Yes.
The only thing I knew was school,
Mhm.
projects, family, and friends. And that was it. And
That was healthy.
that was so
Oh,
healthy.
that's very healthy.
So it was such a big shock for everybody that, a country banned it for the first time. And everybody was saying na, there's gonna be a domino effect. But I don't think it's going to happen in Asia because Asia, we are totally different from those countries. We are, we do a lot of digital marketing. Even for children,
Mhm.
we use iPad here or everything. So I
Sa
don't
school.
sa school. So napakahirap talaga yan. It's hard to imply it for Philippines also talaga.
I think the thing in Australia is because in social media.
Social
But
media lang.
using the gadget to study, I don't think that's different, okay?
Yeah.
Pero tayo kasi, Philippines, remember ang dali-dali natin, di ba? Ang kailangan talaga naman, they ban it below 16, di ba? Because kailangan supervision ng parents. At sila, hindi sila kagaya natin dito na may yaya, may lola, may tita, di
That's
ba? So, ang mga bata are just left alone.
That's
So,
true.
walang supervision. So, of course. Pero tayo dito, nandiyan naman si Lola eh. Nandiyan naman si Lola mag-supervise. Ano si Lola mag-supervise? Eh, si Lola hindi marunong mag-on and off.
Yes,
Diba?
yes, that's true.
So, paano si tita ang mag-supervise? Eh, si tita busy sa sariling social media niya.
Oh
Diba?
my God.
Paano mag-supervise ang ninang niya sa kanya? Eh, ang ninang niya hindi alam, minimize niya ang screen. Diba?
Doc,
Yan ang mahirap.
I was very shocked kasi diba, there's kids na they play this Roblox, Toca Boca, and all of that. This is gaming na meron yung mga kabataan. I was so surprised kasi the kids there, my daughter started playing this at 5 years old, as young as 5. Pero syempre, meron lang kaming oras. 1 hour, pwede ka mag-download ng ganyan. I was so surprised. There's people messaging there na sobrang tatanda. And they know that these children are basically 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And it's so scary. But it didn't happen to me and to my daughter's friends, no? Nakakatakot lang online, abroad, that there was a 7, 8 years old na parang tinanong nung tao na, hey, where's your address? Tapos she was kidnapped. So talagang, I realized na talagang dapat we have to really supervise our children. Kasi hindi mo alam kung anong pwedeng mangyari sa kanila. And there's a lot of predators out there also.
Yes.
Grabe.
There are a lot of predators and they are very rich. They use high-tech gadgets. They use, you mentioned, no? They know the children are very young.
5, 6,
Diba?
7,
Yes,
10 years
they
old.
know that.
Why are
know
they
that.
there?
Of course, it's a lucrative business. If you will talk about it, it's a lucrative business. Child pornography. It's very real, it exists, and we are one of the countries that they go to.
It's so scary. We are actually top 5 po tayo.
Yes.
We are from type
Yes.
5. So it's just nice that we talk about social media to become aware of what is possible, no? Out
Yes.
there.
For a mother like you worry. Okay? But again, it's another topic. But some mothers, they agree. Okay? That's why we're the top 5.
Yeah.
Some mothers, some parents, they agree and they encourage. That's very, very sad. And children do not know because, we need you to do this because we will have food on the table. So that's another topic, and
Yes,
you're very
oo.
good to touch on that. That's an awareness for parents to be very careful that the world outside there, the digital world is very dangerous and very dark. So be very careful.
Yeah. Talking about
Mm,
family, no? Can parents unintentionally traumatize their children even if they genuinely did their best with what they knew at that time?
I believe parents genuinely love their children. They really love their children at talagang wala akong makita siguro, or there might be a few, but most parents love their children. The father, the mother, even if I deal with people who use substance abuse or thing, it doesn't take away mahal nila anak nila. But it's very, very simple. If a person, a wounded person, is not healed, whether he likes it or not, consciously, mapapass on niya yun, wound niya sa mga anak niya. Hindi sa gusto niya, mapapass on niya. Therefore, I would agree, no? If you're going through something, if you know you're a wounded person, please seek professional help before you go into relationship and have children.
Wow.
How can you help when you are yourself is wounded? Diba? How can you be a better person when you don't even know what better person means?
It's nice to talk about that kasi minsan lagi natin yung bini-blame yung mga magulang natin na
Oo.
my parent was terrible. Pero tandaan nyo, ano ba yung alam nila? Ano yung kinalakihan nila? So, you have to also come back to that na parang, ang iniisip lang nila ako.
Mm.
But you also have to, make your world bigger na paano ba yung lolo't lola mo sa magulang mo? Di ba?
Tama. I like that. I posted, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago. If you blame your mom to be a detached, unkind, unloving mother, think of her as a child. Think of her as a wounded child. Think where she came from. Think of what path she took when she was growing up. Think of what happened in her growing up years for you to better understand before concluding that, hey, I have a bad mom. I posted that on my Facebook.
That's so nice. Diba, yun ang hindi naiintindihan ng mga tao.
My mom is cruel, di ba? Magano lang tayo, di ba?
Yeah.
So that I can blame my mom is cruel. That's why you cannot blame me if I'm an alcoholic. Huh? Mali yun. If your mom is cruel, it's up to you whether you will be an alcoholic or not. Don't blame your parents. It is your own behavior that you should take accountable for, not the behavior of your parents.
Yes. Ito naman, how can someone begin to heal when the people who hurt them are also the people they love?
Oh, you know what? In my years of practice, the person who hurt us the most are the people closest to us. Believe it or not. Is it about forgiving? Yes. It's up to you if you want to forgive them or not. But again, do you have any, can you find ways not to be near them? Well, yes. Try to distance yourself. Try not to overexpose yourself. Try to just limit your interaction with them. Para you have to do self-preservation as well.
Wow. Pero ang hirap no sometimes na it's actually easier to get hurt. Lalo-lalo na magulang mo, kaibigan mo, or your loved one, or anak mo. Hindi ka naman masasaktan kung random person lang yun in the street eh.
Oo.
Nasabihin sa'yo, ang tanga mo. Sorry with my words. Ang bobo mo naman. So what? Bobo ka din. Pwede yung sabihin yan.
That's how we would react, di ba?
Yeah.
But if it were our family members and our loved ones,
Sakit.
parang, ouch, sobra ka na, ganun, di ba?
Oo, grabe naman. Grabe.
Oo.
Bakit mo sinabi to? Di ba? It would be very, very difficult to accept that. So,
because we love them, di ba?
Yes.
Because we love them and we value them in our life. Okay? Now, if we will just take away some of the values for self-preservation, I think that's better than cutting them off your life. Bawasan lang.
lagyan na lang natin ng boundary.
Yes.
Mhm.
Boundaries lang.
Whew. Eto na nga, healing often involves the whole family, as parents, children, or even older family members. How can we meet each other halfway when we all come from different generations, values, and emotional awareness?
Different generation doesn't matter. What matters is the basic foundation of the family. Okay. No family is perfect. If you will ask me, I don't have a perfect family. Nobody has a perfect family. Okay. Now, what we need to do is to understand one another. But first, we have to understand ourselves first. We don't expect that much when we do not give that much.
Kasi
Ang
how can you go
kailangan lang.
halfway if you haven't even have a self-reflection?
Yeah. How can you for example lang po how can you expect your son not to be bastos to you? Eh kung ikaw walang tigil ka rin sa kakaratrat sa kanya.
Mm.
'Di ba? You have to find out bakit ako walang tigil sa kakasermon sa kanya? What's in me? How can I improve myself? Before I will tell you that my son is very disrespectful, I have to first understand where is he coming from and where am I coming from? 'Di ba? All of this, may sabihin ako, marami nagsasabi, hindi na masa-save ang family namin, dysfunctional na talaga. Hey, look, you can be dysfunctional but respectful.
That's
'Di
so
ba?
beautiful.
You don't have to be dysfunctional and disrespectful. Hello? Mag-upgrade nga tayo. Dysfunctional but be respectful.
So kahit hindi kayo mag-meet halfway
Mhm.
as a family or even friends, as long that you're not bastos to them
Yeah.
and you are, you have respect towards, sa pinagdaanan nyo together and all those years together as a family, yun na lang siguro yung importante. Do you think
Tama.
do you think by doing that, the other person will realize that?
It doesn't matter whether they realize or not. It speaks a lot about your character.
Wow.
Hindi importante sila. You.
Whew, eto na nga. If trauma isn't healed, it doesn't disappear.
No.
It just shows up as anger, addiction, unhealthy relationships, or self-sabotage. How do we stop the cycle?
The cycle of abuse, the cycle of addiction, all that cycle, no?
Mhm.
Kaya nga sila bilog ang hirap, di ba, no? Anyway, there is always hope. There is always a way to stop this. Be intentional. You cannot say, I want to stop this because I want to please my partner. No. Don't stop this because you want to please your partner. Stop this because I want to be a better person. With or without my partner, with or without my children, with or without anybody, I want to make myself right because I owe this to myself to be a better person. Not for anybody, not for anything.
So when there is a lot of problems in yourself, my question is, syempre yung mga tao, uunahin ko muna yung kailangan kong gawin. Yung asawa ko muna, yung anak ko muna. Is it true that you have to start from yourself para
Yes.
matulungan mo yung ibang tao?
Oo, because gagawin mo, I have to stop this for my husband. Maiinis din yan sa'yo kasi babalik din yung ugali mo. Di ba? But if you stop it from the pinakapuno na ikaw yun, it will lessen the impact of gulo. Di ba? Again, if you stop it, not stop it, if you correct yourself, be healthy, and the other people do not know, it's up to them. What is good is you know that you are a better person. Stand up, not because someone is looking at you. Stand up because you have to help. You have to have yourself and have your head up high. You owe it to yourself.
Ito na. Last question. What is your advice to people who is really hurting? And what's your advice for them? How to keep up with everything that they are, experiencing and feeling right now?
Number one, I admire them. For you to be hurting and standing up pa today, very good. Brave kayo.
Mhm.
Okay? But remember, the pain doesn't go away. It is not like magic, poof, nawawala. But always, always remember, there is hope. You can ask for help. And it is not that hard to want to be a better person. Basta intentional lang, gusto mo maging mabuting tao at improve, may pag-asa. At believe ako, kaya pa niyong tumayo araw-araw. Di ba? That's something we should admire about them. be thankful they are around us because they are also, even if they're hurting, they are our inspiration and motivation for us to go on every day.
Wow. Thank you, Doc Ali.
Thank you.
Grabe. Sobrang ganda nitong episode na to.
Thank
Because
you.
it's really beautiful that, we can talk about our emotions and
Mm.
yun yung ayaw pag-usapan ng mga tao
Ang
ngayon.
takot eh, 'di ba? Because if
Yes.
I will tell you who I am and what I am, will you accept me? Oh, 'di ba? Ganun 'yan mga tao, 'di ba? If I will show you I am weak in this, baka pagtawanan mo ako, 'di ba?
Yes.
So I have to put up a front maski hindi ako 'yun.
Grabe. Ay, nako. Guys, if today's conversation resonated with you, please know that healing takes time and asking for help is not weakness.
Yes.
Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Lillian Gee. Miss Ali ang tawag namin sa
Ah,
kanya. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. Have a great day. Thank you.